So welcome again to all of you to our public brokerage a resource session for the 2026 call at SNS JU. The idea behind the brokerage is that this is a support for the community for our upcoming call. So there are a couple of things that we would like to bring to your attention. So this is an event for idea owners or proposal leaders to share your ideas to other prospective partners within the same field or close to your field so that you can join forces for putting forward proposals. For offers of expertise, participants looking for projects, posting your profile, indicating your interests so that the prospective partners can find you. And third, we can look at also links to browse submitted proposal ideas and project ideas to see if there are any that you would like to offer your participation to. And last but not least, you have the link to browse submitted expertise offerings to browse or search up profiles and find the competence you need in your proposals. So I will give you a very brief overview on the practical details of this afternoon session. As mentioned before, the event will be recorded. We are kindly inviting you to keep your mic muted at all times, except of course when you're presenting. Overall, we have 28 presentations. And we will keep the time. We are strictly allowing 5 minutes overall per presenter. So 1 minute warning will be given to the presenter by the moderators. We have 2 sessions today. I will moderate the first session and my colleague Odysseas Spirovalakis will moderate the second session. We do not have a live Q&A session. However, you can post in the chat box your questions, which of course will be answered best possible ways by the respective presenters. So you have an overview of the brokerage event agenda, which is a replica of what is currently listed on the website. We are going to start with session A at 2:05 in less than a minute, and then you have the overview for session B, which will start at 3:30. Thank you very much for your attention. I will stop sharing my screen and I will invite the first presenter, the one from CTTC, Raul Parada Medina, to share his screen and to
Hello.
start presenting his
Can you see
idea.
me?
I can hear you and I can see you, yes.
Okay, can you see the slides? Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So I'm Raul Parada. I'm senior researcher at CTTC. It's a research center located in Barcelona, Spain. Most specifically, we are 9 research units, and one of them is about sustainable artificial intelligence. And we have 3 different visions. One is the frugality, so to reduce the CO2 emission by reducing the complexity of the current systems in AI, using software like different techniques, federated learning, continual learning, etc., and also using neuromorphic computing and other approaches to reduce this consumption. Pervasiveness, so we want, the local computation is not only in the cloud, also in the edge, and small devices and power constrained devices can be active in the role of working and be more distributed. And trustworthiness, we are not only focusing on accuracy and sustainability, also in the trustworthiness of the systems, and also to be fair and the explainability of the AI. Related to that, we have 3 different lines. One is, as I explained, more theoretical on the development of different algorithms to reduce this computational complexity using physics-informed machine learning, spiking neural network, reservoir computing, etc. Also more in the lab, creating different environments like it could be digital twins, connected vehicles, mobile IoT, and all
Quiero bajar
this
un
is for the...
peluche.
is for the SDGs, and in order to provide a sustainable environment during digital twin for the earth, air pollution. So these are different verticals that we can work. And just this is a summary of different topics that we are working, continual learning. And we are open to any collaboration. We already have different projects ongoing. We are very active in SNS initiative, so we are just requesting you to contact me if you see that we can contribute on your ideas. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We give the floor now to Vincent. Please, the floor is yours.
Okay, so do you show my slides that I have uploaded?
Not normally everybody shows their own slides. If you have any technical issues, then yes, we can intervene.
Okay. Do you see that?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I will put probably the presentation mode. Sorry. Okay, so I am Vincent. I'm working for SOLIDSHIELD, and let us first go to our profile. So our core expertise is software hardening against confidentiality, integrity, and availability attacks. So we've got two core assets. One is called the SECaaS, Security as a Service, which is dealing with confidentiality and availability attacks. And we've got a second asset, which is called DMutra, which is a blockchain-based remote attestation solution, which is dealing with integrity attacks. Our core motivation is to disrupt in workflow, developing painless and automatic solution. We have been participating in two, and tomorrow a third one, SNS Project, Desire 6G, which is just terminated, Network, which is ongoing, and Phases, which will be starting this year. So we are dealing with workloads written in Java, WebAssembly, or x86 native, and containerized payloads. And our current pivot is to go for open source with integration of our DMutra inside Etsy, Teraflow SDN, OSN, delivering VNF and CNF, automatic, zero-touch, blockchain, ledgered, remote attestation, and continuous integrity verification during execution. So the core of interest is this one, dealing with infrastructure. And so we are currently calling for the one that are considering this core for infrastructure. So we could be providing the infrastructure with an automatic way to attest that the workloads from any partners are integrated during the onboarding and during their runtime. And I guess I'm finished, except that I can show that the call expecting outcomes is clearly asking for, let's say, uptaking some already existing assets developed in previous SNS calls. And this is typically what DMutra is. It has been developed in Desire 6G, and we can now, it is also improved in Network project, and it could become, I'm currently at Etsy, participating to the hackathon, and it could be directly one brick inside OSM or inside Teraflow. So it could be totally aligned with Etsy open source projects. And I guess I'm finished. So feel free to contact me if you have any interest for integrating this technology that provide painless payload integrity verification. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Many thanks. We will now give the floor to Jyoti Bhasin. If I apologize if I don't pronounce all the names correctly. So if he's around,
I'm here.
the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you. And do I share my own presentation?
Yes, each presenter shares their own presentation.
Okay.
In case of technical issues, then we will.
Please let me know when you see one.
Yes, we can see.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Good afternoon, evening, or morning, wherever you are. Let me just swap the screen so that you can see it in full mode. Is that okay with everyone? Are you able to see and hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. Okay. Thank you. My first few slides would be introduction of my company, and then I'll get to the subject. Of course, I'll skip through most of the details, as you can see the slides in the deck. Ours is a large organization as per the definition. We do a lot of work in network service enablement, optical security, and some of the other areas. We are actually an organization who's been doing a lot of work. We've got 100 years of history behind us in test and measurement. And of course, we are a worldwide organization with a large number of employees. As I mentioned, most of our work actually happens in the cutting edge, therefore we've got a lot of patents and research work that always keeps happening, both in the areas of wireless, but also in optical and fixed line communication as well. We are quite a good organization to partner with when it comes to research and development of 6G, because we are working a lot in that field. Just a very quick view of where all we operate. Of course, for us, the most important part, and for Viavi's own internal organization part, the service providers are big customers. And our wireless business is actually a major business in the whole of Viavi as a company. Now, coming to where we align with the call, we've got lots of tools in our field, instruments and our lab instruments where we can help with data sets. We actually have tools that can collect the network data sets from the field instruments, but also we have an AI-enabled RAN scenario generator that can generate synthetic data sets, which can simulate a network with hundreds of tons of thousands of UEs and hundreds of base stations, which can be again used for things like optimizing either the networks or fine-tuning any of the cell sites, or doing things like energy saving. But also we've got ray tracing instruments, which are more precise and give you a more of a 3D environment of a particular cell, which again helps with optimization of particular cell sites and not just the whole area. Besides the instruments, we've got labs today, where we work with the data sets and can simulate and emulate these data sets for various use cases and requirements for the industry. And this is what we're using for our 6G environment. So not just the tools and the data sets, but also we lead and we are part of industry where we are working on data sets. We chair the AI RAN Alliance initiative on data for AI, which is a crucial part of data generation and taking care of the data set and simulating the real-time systems and synthetic data simulation. So it does all the things that are there important in the stream B1 requirement for data. Now for stream C, we've got test beds, which can do ray tracing, as I mentioned, AI beam management, ISAC, training of neural networks, but also NTN. And of course, we do a whole lot in the whole end-to-end. And just to end this slide by saying we have experience working with initiatives, 6G initiatives all over the world. Of course, not the least, the SNS and Eureka projects over here in EU, but also UK, US, India, Singapore, Far East. For any more information, please do contact me or go to our website for more further details. That would be 6G Forward on Viavi Solutions site. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much for your presentation. We now invite Adriana Fernández to present her presentation. She is with OpenNebula Systems.
Hello everyone, so start sharing my screen.
Please, thank you.
So I hope you can see it.
Yes.
Okay, good afternoon everyone. My name is Adriana Fernández. I am a senior research engineer specializing in cloud and AI from OpenNebula Systems. For all of you that don't know us, we are a Spanish SME and the core developers behind OpenNebula. So let's start by quickly looking at what OpenNebula is. Fundamentally, OpenNebula provides a cloud and edge computing platform suitable for the cloud edge continuum, and we have a very long-established presence in the open source community since 2010. The platform basically operates at two different levels, going bottom up at the infrastructure level. We provide infrastructure management, meaning the unified provisioning across hybrid environments. And then at the application level, we provide a full workload orchestration in which we streamline the execution of both VMs and containers, ensuring a full isolation and also multi-tenancy. One of our main design principles is precisely to avoid vendor lock-in, and this means that the platform acts as a homogeneous layer, providing a uniform management and operations for both users and workloads, and this is compatible with any applications, either if they are VMs, if there are Kubernetes clusters, and also is compatible with any infrastructure type, going from the string edge towards any public cloud providers. OpenNebula already has very well princess. I mean, it's very deeply embedded into the evolution of the telco ecosystem, providing the virtualization and orchestration platform that is needed to manage distributed and multi-provider 6G testbed. In particular, we are an active participant of the Silva project, which is building an open source reference implementation of the telco cloud architecture. In this project, OpenNebula is one of the infrastructure as a service solutions that is integrated into the Silva stack. And we also provide one of the few Silva validation platforms that allowed operators to verify the deployment and the operation of novel CNF applications. So whether your project focuses on neutral hosting, distributed NFV, virtualized RAM, accelerated AI RAN inference at the edge, our stack is ready to support it, providing the high performance enhanced platform awareness that are required for 6G experimentation. Moreover, OpenNebula is at the heart of the 3 billion euros ArtificiaI cloud initiative towards European cloud sovereignty. In this front, we share the ArtificiaI SIS project, and we also lead the Victoria initiative, which is building the first sovereign edge cloud for Europe alongside major industry partners. And precisely our alignment with the ArtificiaI SIS reference architecture and our participation in social large-scale network of cloud providers of European cloud precisely is positioning us very strategically in order to build experimental infrastructure for 6G as is expected in the coming SNS calls. So basically our offering is the following. For the coming SNS JU calls, we are targeting two specific streams. First, the stream C01, to provide the edge cloud orchestration platform for experimental infrastructure, as we are currently doing for another SNC project, like is the case of the CG Sandbox project, in which OpenNebula is currently deployed and operating across 4 different European testbeds. And secondly, also for Stream V01, acting as an infrastructure as a service platform for supporting the generation and validation of dataset for CGI models. We have a long track of participation in European research projects. In particular, we are the coordinator of the ongoing Horizon Europe project called Connect. We are also a member of the CGI of the EU Cloud Alliance, in which we share its Cloud and Edge working group. And of course, we are more than ready to build a sovereign vendor-neutral CG future with you. So don't hesitate to reach to us or to visit our innovation portal to discuss how we can collaborate or contribute to your proposal for the coming SNS calls. Thank you very much for your attention, and let's stay in touch. You can contact me if you have any doubts or you would like to discuss anything. Thank you.
Many thanks, Adriana, for your presentation. We now give the floor to Marios from Aristotle University. If you are with us.
Yes, hello everyone, this is Marios Gezianas from Aristotle University. Hopefully you can see me, and I will start sharing my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So actually, my colleague Agapi Mesodiak, hopefully you can see my slides now.
Yet.
Yeah. So in fact, my colleague Agapi was supposed to make the presentation, but he had a last-minute emergency, so I'm filling in from her. So let me first present our university, Aristotle University of Thessaloniki. It is Greece's largest public university, founded almost 100 years ago. It offers many schools and faculties, both in the physical sciences and engineering and in the social sciences and humanities. As I said, it is the largest university in terms of the number of students. It has a distributed campus in many locations, and the offices where we are located is in the center of for interdisciplinary research and innovation, shown over here in this nice photograph, hosting 22 research groups. The specific groups where I belong, the specific group is Wireless and Photonics Systems and Networks, or the WINFOS groups, containing faculty and researchers from physics, computer science, and electrical and computer engineering. Over the years, we have participated and coordinated a multitude of Horizon projects, as well as CNC. These numbers are probably out of date now, but you know, they are just provided as a metric. And in terms of our expertise, as we like to say, we have a wide portfolio covering from the kilometer range to the nanometer range, but mostly focusing on photonics, optical switching and networking, Wi-Fi networks, that is fiber wireless, PON networks, 5G and 6G infrastructures, etc. Let me briefly provide a little bit more detail for each of these expertise. The types of expertise. So in terms of optical communications, as I said, we are working on optical switching and interconnects, optical computing. This also includes neuromorphic processing. In fact, for a time, the optical RAM that we had developed was the fastest RAM at that time of any type. We have a quite diverse laboratory infrastructure for designing, testing, and characterizing the various components that we develop or our partners in the projects develop and send to us. In terms of optical and wireless systems, we have been doing a lot of work on radio over fiber, transport, converged fiber wireless architectures, MAC layer protocols, and performance analysis via simulations. For 5G and 6G heterogeneous network architectures, we have been doing 3D terrestrial and non-terrestrial networks. In fact, this has been part of the Ether SNS project. We are also developing our resource allocation algorithms for end-to-end orchestration and resource allocation. And we have designed and conducted multiple field trials and tested evaluations. Just to give you an overview of the various types of laboratory equipment that we have, both for signal generation, high-bit DACs, high-rate transmitters, optical amplification devices, real-time oscilloscope, signal analyzers, bear testers, you know, the whole works. If you wish to contact us, please feel free to contact either the faculty or the senior researchers. You can find all of our emails here, and you can also visit our website for additional information. Since I still have 1 more minute, I believe, let me very briefly just show you a few screenshots, let's say, of different test beds and evaluations, field evaluations that we have been involved. So this was part of the 5G Force project, where actually we deployed an analog radio over fiber transport solution in the football stadium of a team in Thessaloniki, where basically we used analog fiber, radio over fiber transport to transport OFDM-like 5G waveforms. And we did both outdoor and indoor measurements. This is part of this slide basically shows our work in 5G complete for, as I said, end-to-end resource allocation algorithms in heterogeneous networks. And I believe, yes, this slide describes the Ether architecture. This is an SNS project, where again, the goal was to design the entire orchestration infrastructure as well as the resource allocation algorithms. So basically, our work falls, let's say, within the Stream B and Stream C calls, mostly, as I said, in algorithm design and field trials and lab evaluations. Thank you very much. Again, you can see these photos at your convenience for the slides that will be made available. We also have some USRP software-defined radios for wireless testing, and of course, a wide portfolio of software for design and evaluation. Again, thank you very much, and please feel free to contact us at these emails. Thank you.
Many thanks for your presentation, Marios. Now we give the floor to Antonios Lalas.
Hello.
Welcome.
Yes, let me share my screen.
Please.
Can you see my screen, full one?
Yes. The floor is yours.
Thank you. So, my name is Antonios Lalas from CERT ITI. CERT is a research organization in Greece. It's among top 20 EU institutions regarding Horizon projects. Information Technology Institute is one of the institutes. It's first in Greece in the last 7 consecutive years as well. We have a variety of technologies, AI, machine learning, robotics, visual and computer analytics, and of course 5G, 6G, cybersecurity, and other domains. This is some snapshots of our infrastructure, an autonomous vehicle, a smart home as well. This is an overview of our smart home with different technologies. We have a 5G testbed there for a run, operational to host different use cases. We have a reconfigurable intelligence surface where we are working on different use cases, AI-based anti-jamming and anti-spoofing in the context of network project, in which I serve as the coordinator, and also human activity recognition use cases over RIS as well within the Autotrust project, also coordinated by me. We have the autonomous vehicle, the vehicle teleoperation use case over 5G testbed, an anti-drone solution over 5G testbed as well, developed within the Swarm Catcher project as part of the first Opercon of IDAL. And this is an overview of 5G, 6G projects. I mentioned some of them, Arrow, Network, Swarmcatcher, Autotrust, and Cognance, and of course, Guard AI and Focal, building on different post-quantum algorithms in the context of 5G networking. Some of cybersecurity expertise, AI, blockchain, penetration testing, and other. An overview of our AI-based intrusion detection system, 5G tailor attack generation, also penetration testing in 5G, V2X enablers and resource allocation, multi-physics simulations, MEMS, also computation, electromagnetics, wireless power, reconfigurable metamaterials, reconfigurable intelligence surfaces in various applications in automotive and other domains, anti-jamming and anti-spoofing utilizing RIS as well, a work conducted under NATCOR and Ultimo, Participation in Deep Sense 6G Challenge, we got the 5th place with Ultimo team. An overview of our research interests, different technologies regarding 5G, 6G, multiphysics simulation, neuromorphic computing, data anonymization and curation, metasurfaces, photonics, of course, cybersecurity, RIS and ISAC, integration, sensing and communication, anti-jamming, simulation tools, and of course, our testbed. Regarding this call 2026, we are offering expertise in the context of data call. We have the Network Federated Data Management Platform already operational and open to public. Different solutions for data acquisition, repositories, data curation and evaluation, different data generated by our testbed and our different solutions, AI-powered and LLM-based multi-agent systems that will facilitate development, cyber range and simulation environment, of course, use cases regarding anti-drone, anti-jamming, and penetration testing activities to apply security in the data repository. Regarding Stream C, we can bring experimental infrastructure for recent jamming solutions, different kind of use cases, provision of technologies like RIS, ISAC, security technologies, AI, of course, security provisions for the infrastructure, cybersecurity or physical layer security, and of course, trial facilities, anti-drone, anti-jamming, autonomous vehicle, cyber raids, and simulation environment as well. And regarding the other calls, the 6G devices, EU, India, we can bring expertise related to RIS, anti-jamming, and cybersecurity as well. Thank you. You can contact me for any question or any potential collaboration. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your presentation. We will now give the floor to the next speaker, Carolina.
Hi, yeah.
Hello, welcome.
Let's see if I can share my screen. I think it's this one, the correct one. Can you see it?
No, we don't see your presentation. No, now we see it. Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yes.
great. Thank you. So my name is Carolina Fortuna. I work on AI for wireless and cellular for like 15 years. I started more with symbolic approaches and then worked also on statistical approaches. And today I want to share our recent expertise related to AI lifecycle orchestration, which involves data collection, pre-processing, validation, MLOps, and energy footprint. I come from JSI, which is the largest research institute in Slovenia. We are involved in Slovenian AI factories, in UNESCO IRCA International Center of AI. And of course, we are also a member of SNS IA and have been involved and are still involved in a number of SNS projects. So I guess I already presented the institute. It's more or less focuses on natural sciences, and it has more than 1,000 employees. With respect to Stream B and collection and generation of data as well as validation, we have some unique, let's say, outputs that are relatively recent. So we have a unique data set for 3D networks. We collected GNSS data over 200 days last year in an expedition from Europe to Antarctica and back in order to detect and mitigate jamming. This year we are running a new campaign. So here we are talking about a few tens of gigabytes of data per campaign. And it's already, there is a recent paper about it, and also the data is openly available, or at least some part of it. I don't know if the entire campaign or just a subset. One thing that we can do with our newly proposed ECAL metric, we can assess the energy footprint required to collect data sets. So this ECAL is actually monitors energy consumption at each step of the AI lifecycle. So data collection, pre-processing, model training, and inference. And it's also available as an open source modular and extensible simulator on GitHub. With respect to data generation, some of the works we did were around interpretable AI techniques. So these are like a new generation of scientific discovery techniques that can also be used for things like path loss learning. So you actually learn a symbolic expression, a mathematical expression, and then you can use that mathematical expression to generate new data. This is also openly available. We have a few papers on that. We did it for path loss and for angle of arrival. And then another thing that we worked on, data validation. And here by data validation, we mean data validation from the point of view of domain experts. So in this case of cellular experts, for instance, reported jamming indicators, anomalies in wireless signals, label-free data exploration of spectrum. You know, in spectrum, it's very, very expensive to collect labels. So we are able to explore the data in self-supervised learning manner. Then you can also explore the data from the AI expert's point of view to monitor feature interaction and drift, correlation and causality, and data leakage. Or you can explore it from the regulator point of view with AI compliance. And this is where we are able to provide data profiling reports and modern data quality dashboards. And of course, also for this exploration and pre-processing, we are able to assign an energy footprint of how much it took to do some pre-processing. So here we have a few examples of pre-processing using min-max scaling, normalization, and 1D to 2D data transformation through Gramian angular fields. With respect to Stream C and SNS experimental infrastructure, we developed in the SNS Nancy project a new MLOps solution, which is in a way like a factory for
1 minute.
For developing and deploying AI models. You can find it on GitHub. It's called Naomi. We also enable automatic model retraining through feature drift monitoring and concept drift monitoring. And we also developed a machine-readable ML model metadata that enables more expressive model cards related to the model, the data, and energy footprint. And again, we are able to monitor the entire energy footprint of the AI lifecycle. Thank you very much. I hope to be able to work with you in the future, and feel free to reach out if you're interested in our topics. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolina, for your presentation. We will now give the floor to George. If he's online with us.
Yep. Can you hear me and see me?
I can hear you, yes.
Okay, then thank you for this opportunity. Which share the screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Put it also on full screen. So we are teaching the expertise of Bea is an SME. We started in '91, so about 35 years as a spin-off from the Technical University in Bucharest. And initially we had focus on telecommunication solutions. Then since 2008, we invested more in R&D and expanded then in 2020 also to Austria and Belgium. We are around 90 professionals, most of us are engineers. We have also several professor PhDs and obviously sales and marketing. And we have good experience in over 100 projects in different frameworks like Horizon Europe, Eureka, Eurostars, and so on. Our mission is to go to the market with innovations and the best fitting solutions at the crisis. On the right, you see also one of our offices. We have a small campus. We use it also as a living lab, and we run different experiments on electromobility, on grid balancing, grid balancing, and also have giving up for agriculture. We are also partner with different telecom vendors, Nokia, so on. So In projects, we can do also the administrative coordination, dissemination, and so on. We focus mainly on R&D in such projects, on IoT, time-critical IoT, or in harsh environments. And also using different security mechanisms and Earth observation, getting data from various sources. So in Romania, we collaborate with different universities. Later on, I've seen also the University Politecnico is teaching, and also some research institutes. Also, we work quite closely with critical infrastructure operators in telecom, in finance, energy, food, transport, and so on. Also, first responder, law enforcement, border, also sea border, also on the terrestrial rail. We are also member of different associations and clusters. And there is also a list of some previous related projects. We are running also projects in the defense domain, like Bhasin, or in marketplace for cloud and edge, such as the Dawn project. And we have different verticals that we target, as mentioned, critical infrastructure, like in recharge, like smart building, smart home, smart city, like in Isolde or Aerofair. And our main focus is also on security, secure such infrastructure. We coordinate, for example, a project called CRIS about securing the GNSS signal, especially for telecom operators against jamming, spoofing, or for banking, or for energy infrastructure. Our previous projects in 5G or beyond 5G are such 5G, yeah, solidly 5G, and so on. And we also put some potential contributions for the Stream B, mainly on deploying of real-world use cases in IoT. Then on the Stream C, we have experience in putting together developmental infrastructures. And then on the CSA as well, we have good experience in international collaborations, also participation in different events and standardization activities. So thank you very much. If you are interested to collaborate, you have my contacts.
Many thanks for your presentation. We will now give the floor to Irene.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I'll now share my screen. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes. I would invite the speakers who are not speaking to turn off their microphones, please. Irene, the floor is yours.
Okay. Well, good afternoon, everyone. The transition to 6G presents a fundamental challenge, which is energy efficiency. As we scale into FR2 and FR3 millimeter wave bands, these are bands used in 6G, the power consumption of traditional front ends becomes unsustainable. So we simply can't build the infrastructure of tomorrow with the efficiency of yesterday. I'm Irene, I'm from Upatech. It's a small company based in Toulouse, France, and we're here to unlock efficiency in wireless communications. So our core expertise, as you can see in the left, our value proposition for the SNS JU Stream C01 consortium rests on two pillars, the RF front-end and the digital front-end. For the RF front-end side, we designed and deliver MMICs and high-power SSPA modules. We don't just cover standard frequency, we are already working across FR1, FR2, and FR3 bands, which are essential for the large bandwidth requirements of 6G. For the digital front-end side, this is where we differentiate ourselves. We have over a decade of experience with the latest versions of RFSOCs, and our digital front end functions as a real-time optimization engine that compensates for the hardware nonlinearities. This allows us to push the efficiency to its physical limits, and this enables the 6G infrastructure to achieve maximum data rates while keeping a sustainable power margin. So by co-designing the RF and digital layers, we ensure that everything is perfectly integrated and that the hardware operates as efficiently as possible. So we're already delivering in the 6G roadmap. We provide first test platforms that are TRL9, specifically developed for testing 6G signals in FR1 and FR3 frequency ranges. As I've said, these are frequency ranges in 6G. We're also key players in strategic research projects under the France 2030 program and funded by the French Public Investment Bank. This is the BPI France. These are the projects Flexo Green, that focuses on the development of innovative radio solutions for 5G, 6G applications with low environmental impact, and the Magenta project, where we develop GAN front ends for ultra-efficient MIMO active antennas. Furthermore, we have 5 patents specifically focused on system efficiency, and this means that we bring validated, protected IP to improve the performance of 5G NTN and 6G experimental infrastructure. So for the SNS experimental infrastructure, Stream C01, we're searching for partners to bridge terrestrial and non-terrestrial networks. As you can see in our deployment diagram, our hardware is designed for telecoms, new space, and defense, meaning it is rugged, efficient, and ready for integration into satellites, hubs, or UAVs, drones. We provide green KPI validation that the SNS JU requires. We don't just claim efficiency, we measure it and deliver it at the hardware level. And lastly, we offer custom design capabilities to adapt front ends to the specific testbed requirements of this consortium. So to summarize everything up, OpenTech provides sovereign, European, high-efficiency physical layer that a world-class 6G testbed needs. So we're looking for coordinators and partners who want to ensure their infrastructure and state-of-the-art in terms of power and performance. So if you're looking for experience in RF and FPGA integration, please contact me. We'll be very happy to work together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for your presentation. We will now give the floor to George.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. The floor is yours.
I'll share my screen. Very good. I hope it's visible now. Is it visible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, so my name is Jorge Querol. I'm a research scientist and head of the 6G Space Lab at SNTC Community University of Luxembourg. For the ones that you don't know us, basically we belong to the only university that we have in Luxembourg, and we are within the university in a research center that is called SNT, which is the Interdisciplinary Center for Security, Reliability, and Trust. Within the center, there are different strategic research areas, whereas we can find fintech, autonomous vehicles, cybersecurity, and space systems. And within that, I belong to the SICOM group, which is the Signal Processing and Communication group, mostly focusing to space systems, non-terrestrial networks, massive antenna arrays, and now also quantum communication. Today, we're going to basically I'm going to walk you around the different labs. One of the labs is the 6G Space Lab, and the other is going to be the Quantum Lab. But within the center, we have other labs like the CubeSat Lab, the Zero-G Lab, the Lunar Lab, and the Aero Lab, basically helping us to pioneering space exploration and research on these areas. So within the 6G Space Lab, this is a facility that was built for design and testing 5G and 6G satellite communication, also non-terrestrial network and space communication. And in the next slide, I'm going to focus into basically 4 points. One is our multi-orbit emulation, then the AI acceleration, also over the satellite and over the experimentation and our joint communication and sensing infrastructure. We are mainly funded by ESA, European Commission, and also national funding research. We have been developing our own 6G NDN multi-orbit emulation infrastructure. We are mostly using OpenNebula interface and SRX run as GNOP and UEs. And we have been developing our own channel emulation infrastructure using TCU, RF SOCs, and different software like SDK and MATLAB. We have been also using in different projects also some commercial solutions that can be also interconnected with the testbed, and also have been developing core network with different functionalities for the different projects. So the demonstration that we conducted in past projects that can be used in future projects are multi-orbit 5G connectivity, terrestrial and terrestrial handover, in-orbit UE demonstration, multicast and broadcast services for NTN, security and automation via this networking analytic function. And we are working also on dual connectivity and dual steel for multi-orbit connectivities. We have been developing this through different European projects like Xtrust, 6G, 5G MER, Strantor, and Ether. On top of that, we have been also accelerating different functions of this testbed using artificial intelligence, mostly on the MAC layer for resource allocation and beam management, and also for physical area enhancement, like functions like channel estimation and channel decoding, using basically convolutional neural networks and graph neural networks. We have integrated these functionalities into our testbed using different chipsets like Xilinx, Sarl AI, NVIDIA with different chipsets, with Jetson and different GPU versions. And also we have been working with Intel with spiking neural networks and neuromorphic processors. We have also some over the satellite and over the air experimentation, mostly on the C, KU, and KA bands for geostationary and non-geostationary connectivity. We are installing right now the antenna that you see on the right, which is basically a dual band 1.2 meter antennas. Any kind of satellite. And we have also some in-campus experimentation. We have been now recently developing our own receiver for joint communications and positioning. It is able to track basically 5G NTN pilots to provide PNT solutions. And lately also expanding experimentation to work on joint communication and sensing, mostly for radar and for reflectometry. And last but not least, we have also a quantum lab. Basically, we have a quantum key distribution testbed that is basically the part of the infrastructure that has been developed in the country for secure connections. We are basically topping our infrastructure with software-defined working key management system. And we also developing free space optics testbed in the table that you see in the picture, and also within the campus some free space optics link. So you can reach me here at the email in case you want to collaborate for future projects, and we'll be really interested to talk to you. Thanks a lot.
Many thanks. We will now give the floor to Lucia.
Hi, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, and we can also see you.
Okay.
We're waiting for the slides.
Let me see if you can. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Lucia Franco from the European Programs Department in Funding Box. About us, we are a non-profit SME. We have quarters in different places of Europe, and we are well known for transversal activities in European funded projects as financial support to third parties, that is cascade funding, marketing, ecosystem building, technology transfer, and also acceleration processes. We have many years of experience, and we have participated and continuously participating more than 80 funded projects, both in Horizon Europe, in digital, and different parts like innovation actions, CSAs, or also research-based. And we are partners of TargetX project that from SNS that has finished not long ago. And in charge of the open calls and related communication and dissemination activities. So for the topics of this year of the SNS JU, we are interested in the stream C01. The first part will be for managing the open calls, that is the financial support to third parties. And we can do the complete management from the definition and design at proposal stage for sure, for preparing all the documentation and the methodology that is needed for till during the operation, launching everything and all the administrative and financial elements that are needed in the open calls for contracts, payments, follow-up of the third-party organizations, and also for the support program organizing not only the administrative part, but the technical partners to give the support. And also for ecosystem engagement, not only dissemination, but we want to focus on the outreach, on the real impact of the project with different activities and linking to other projects, to other initiatives that exist, and stakeholder engagement. These are the figures of our experience in Cascade funding from 2014. So we are very well experienced, and we have covered many topics and many areas during these years. Cascade funding in the European funded projects is a mechanism that is within the project. So maybe if you attended the Brokerage early today, you could see that some topics require to have some budget allocated for distributing to third parties. For example, in this particular topic, the idea is that up to the 20% of the budget is distributed between external applicants that cannot be related with the partners or the next expected partners in the other experiments. And for example, in this case, is up to 50,000 euros per applicant. So from the budget of the project, we will distribute these small budgets to external parties during all the procedures that we have to perform during the project execution. And we are also interested in other topics like the first and second CSA, and also in the stream B. But for all the transversal activities as the communication dissemination and also exploitation. As I said before, is to support outreach and build this ecosystem building. And for exploitation, also to perform validation to adoption and to perform the active collaboration with external stakeholders and facilitate to the partners that can bring also other activities as participating in target in working groups or other elements. We usually like to do both dissemination and exploitation because it's very linked. It's linked to impact. And from the common dissemination and clustering activities, the idea is to build also the exploitation and business model, and we like to do business model validation, also coming with early adopters that will be external third parties also to understand and to have knowledge about the technologies within the project, and maybe, if feasible, testing them. So the idea is to leverage the impact not only at consortium level, but with external parties. This is the steps that we have from identifying stakeholders to bring them in the activities of the project. And we have a website where we can add our technologies there. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you. We will now give the floor to Garrick. Garrick, are you online with us? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, just trying to share. Can you see my screen?
Not yet.
Strange. Can you see it now?
Yes.
So, good afternoon. I'm Gary. I'm from company Rinicom in the UK. We are about 40 people, SME. Our prime expertise is secure communications for extreme environments. We are a commercial company. We supply our products to first responders and people sold it all around the world. So some of the customers I can talk, for some I cannot. But the reason I'm here, I would like to talk about the two projects, what we are doing at the moment, like a biggest project, commercial projects, and see if there is a synergy with the 6G SNS. More specifically, one of the projects we are doing, we are supplying our radios for London Underground. This is extreme environment. We supply radios for communications in the tunnels and what they call like a train to platform interface. And the second big project, what we do for ship to ship and ship to offshore wind turbine communications for offshore wind turbine maintenance. In both of these systems, there is a great need for 5G, 6G capability, but both systems, they operate in extreme conditions, so conventional systems don't work. These systems, they are critical infrastructure systems, so it's not easy just to bring equipment and to install. And that's why we have to go through a separate, especially designed test centers. And this is what I'm going to mention today. One of the test centers is basically underground test mine, what you can see it here. It's a test mine. When we do all the tests, before we take a system to the customer, we prove it what it is working here. The test mine includes everything, what you want, but what it doesn't have communication system. And the customer has a strong interest in equipping it with the 6G in order to enable like a remote running of robots, collection of data from the IoT sensors, creating like a digital twins and so on. The second test site, what we're doing is an underwater laboratory. It's basically, obviously 5G doesn't work underwater, but there is a great need to integrate 5G on the surface with the underwater acoustic systems. So providing 5G as a backhaul for underwater communications. Again, we do the system and we work with these people. For this call, what we are proposing, we have strategic relations with both of these test sites. We're already doing testing there. We have already equipment installed in there. We've been involved in the FIDAL project successfully, what we completed recently, where we provided 5G in the tunnels, and we integrated with the platform in Parada University in Greece. So our proposal is we would like to bring these two test sites with our capabilities to a project or a proposal where we can test the system which will be developed in real environments. I mean, you cannot have more real environment than this one. And we have all the capabilities to link these environments to existing test sites, what 6G already installed in universities and different laboratories, and providing like an end-to-end test for 6G capabilities in this real environment. That's all from us. Thank you very much. If there are any questions or requests, I will be more than happy to answer offline.
Many thanks for your presentations. We give the floor next to Helena.
Hello, I will share my screen now. Excuse me. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So I will present my research group, which is called Geison Research Group from Cryptography and Information Security for Open Networks. We are a research group in the Open University of Catalonia, which is Open University in Spain, the second Spanish-speaking university on online learning. And apart from learning, we also have research. We are a group of research inside this university, and we focus on different aspects of security and privacy, trying to develop new solutions for the conciliation of network security and privacy with the utility of the network. We are a medium big group with 22 members and nine of them professors. One of our research lines is in security and privacy in 6G networks. We started this research line at 2022. And we started with doing a testbed, a 5G testbed, in which we are incorporating different AI elements to bring it more to the 6G. Our testbed is end-to-end from end users to all the RAN part and then the transport part and the core network. And in this physical network, we have deployed different cybersecurity attacks. And we are about to publish them, attacks in the GTP layer, trying to find new ways in which this kind of networks can be vulnerable and try to find solutions. We also work in robust adaptive models in the artificial intelligence, doing research in transfer learning, trying to optimize hyperparameterization, and also working in neurosymbolic graph neural networks. And finally, we work in developing a trustworthy system. We develop a trust model for 5G networks based on blockchain and smart contracts, trying to make a distributed trust system in which different providers of solutions of 5G providers can interconnect ones with another, being able to guarantee a good quality of service. This is what we have done so far. Our future response lines, or what we are starting to do in this year and the next. We are moving towards an AI-driven cybersecurity with a focus on AI, targeting attacks and adaptive solutions. We are working in reinforcement learning for defense and proactive reinforcement learning, trying to also advance in adaptive Byzantine robust aggregation in federated learning, also in self-healing capacities of this kind of models, analyzing cross-layer adversarial attacks, and also introducing the zero trust by design in 5G networks and 6G networks. We are interested in SNS calls, particularly in the stream B, because we have, as I have presented, our testbed, and we can do their collection, generation, and validation of data sets for training AI models, and we have already started to do that, and we wanted to continue in that area, and we are also interested in the call for the RIA, for stream C projects. Our main contributions would be, of course, in the area of cybersecurity, a focus on generalization and validation of data sets with a specific 6G cybersecurity attacks. Yeah. And second, development of a resilient, sustainable, and adaptive AI models. Finally, we have now different projects regarding security and privacy in 5G networks and grid. We have these projects target also 5G, 6G, and grid networks. We have also worked in some European projects, in particular two unique projects. In one, we provided a blockchain infrastructure for the trust of the network, and in the other one, we provided a privacy framework for the adaptation of these technologies. And that's all for my part. Thank you very much. And if we can collaborate together, it will be an honor for me.
Many thanks. Our next presenter is Elena.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm presenting okay. Can you see the presentation?
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Good afternoon. I am Elena Mari from University of Ferrara, and I am part of the Digital Twin and Cyber Security Lab with Carlo Giannelli as head. I'm presenting a project on which we have worked the last year. And first of all, a brief summary of our research topic. As a research lab, we work primarily on digital twin orchestration in the cloud-to-edge continuum in industrial environment, and we collaborate with manufacturing companies, and we work on cybersecurity, in particular zero trust architecture, always in the industrial landscape. This is an overview, an high-level architecture of our example project. We have a cloud-to-edge architecture with workloads distributed across the cloud-to-edge continuum. The digital twin containerized, tightly coupled with industrial machinery and industrial applications deployed on multi-access edge computing. For this particular project, Telecom Italia provided us with a MEC, and we can deploy application also on the public cloud. And then we have a zero trust architecture, so a next generation firewall securing and protecting the critical resources, and the firewall is remotely configurable, and so the policy configuration is very flexible and based on needs. The digital twin in the industrial context are important because they provide uniform data exposure, so they hide heterogeneity, which comes with industrial protocols, and they serve as a single access point toward the digital twins, reducing load. And then digital twins are model aware, and they can filter harmful command toward machinery, and they provide the augmentation. It is data processing for enabling, for example, predictive maintenance and so on. So we work on cloud-to-edge continuum architectures, so workloads and digital twins scattering along several nodes, and our workloads can migrate across nodes based on computational needs or latency needs. So we have multiple deployment options across several nodes, and we work on this. So our know-how is, of course, digital twin design, deployment, and monitoring, integration with industrial machinery, containerization and orchestration, and all the things related to network architectures and cybersecurity architectures. We are looking for industrial partners interested in adopting digital twins and test bed and data sets to train model training purposes. These are some of our main collaboration with for example, Alstom in Bologna, or NATO, or Florida Institute Machine and Human Cognition, and some of our project.
1 minute.
I leave some of the scientific paper of our research lab, the recent scientific papers, and for every question, I leave our contacts, and thank you for your attention.
Many thanks for your presentations. We now give the floor to Rocco.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, hi everyone, I'm Rocco D'Inglio. I'm a researcher at Politecnico di Torino and also the CEO of this new startup that we incorporated last December. which is called Symphonia. Our project is to build and create an open digital twin for the physical layer of the optical network. So here I'm presenting just the problem from which we start. So the fact that internet traffic, as you know, is growing by 70% per year due to AI, cloud, and data centers. And so this is strictly related to the fact that each vendor enforces its own ecosystem. And so the flexibility and the interoperability in the networks is limited. And so this brings to rising costs and lead times in terms of integrating new equipment, up to 50% of increase of the cost in operational costs. So our idea with Symphonia is to address this pressure with a highly scalable and replicable platform software capable of predicting, simulating, and optimizing the network in real time through this AI-powered digital twin. Our digital twin is multi-vendor and multi-domain, and so we have a unified management of diverse vendors and domains. So with the total flexibility and freedom from this problem of the vendor lock-in, only using a single pane of glass. So with an intuitive dashboard for rapid decision making in order to reduce the operational cost. So our value proposition is a cost reduction up to 30%. For CAPEX and OPEX, freedom from lock-in, using multi-vendor equipment. We have also the possibility to launch new services up to 10 times faster, and this brings also to a competitive advantage because we can bring to new revenue using this digital twin as a network as a service or spectrum as a service enabler monetizing the dynamic capacity of the 6G era. And so here I'm just presenting the market, the fact that we are targeting 10 telcos and 5 vendors in the segment of the optical network automation. Here I'm presenting just a business model. We are a B2B company, staffing company, with an recurring software license, and what we offer is the access to the platform, the AI and digital twin modules, software updates, and technical support. This is our roadmap. So we have developed the first digital twin models. We also developed different scientific publication, a lot of actually through the research group, the Planet Research Group led by Professor Lefebvre here in Turin. And so we are moving through the technical validation, our MVP with the UI and Agent AI. And so this is just a fast presentation of the team, led, as I said, by Professor Lefebvre in Politecnico di Torino. And so thank you, everyone. If you are interested, we will be very happy to collaborate, especially for the call for Stream VO1 and Stream CO1. Thanks a lot.
Many thanks for your presentation. So without further ado, we are going to go now into the coffee break. And we have a slide which hopefully you can see. And we are going to be back at 3:30 Central European Time. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can, but with some echo.
Yeah. Yes. We solved that. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is SOLISHIELD. I'm program officer at SNS JU Undertaking. I would like to welcome you once again in this info day. This will be the last session of the day, and it will be the Brokerage event mainly focused on the three topics that have not been addressed so far. That is the data sets for training AI models, the reaction in the context of STEAM-B, the SNS operations and output optimization, the CSA, and the CSA on the devices. Just to briefly remind you the rules that actually we would like to ask everybody to keep your mic muted at all times, except when you are presenting. So we need to be very strict with the timings. So max 5 minutes per presentation. Each presenter will share the slides, and in case there's an issue, we can also present if needed. No live Q&A session, but you can exchange information or comments in the through the chat box. Without any further ado, just again to show you the schedule. The names mentioned with red are those that actually we have not received on time the presentation. So we'll go through the list without this presentation, and if at the end of the presentation there is some time, and also there are some presenters that would like to present based on this agenda, then we'll give them the floor. So without any further ado, I would like to give the floor now to Ahmed for making the first presentation. So Ahmed.
Thank you. I wish you are seeing my presentation.
Yes, if you can put in slide in the slideshow mode, great. You can start.
Okay. Hi, good afternoon. I'm Ahmed Zohr Abdurrahman, R&D and Innovation Manager at ULAK Communication. As a Turkey's national communication power, ULAK focused on R&D and deployment of mobile networks from our own 4G, 5G base stations and core vertical applications. Our path leads to direct to 6G R&D, where we are working in different areas, MIMO, CVTX, NTN, ISAC, and AML, which bring me to the project that we are proposing today. For SNS 2026 Stream B01 call, we propose a project, Digital Twin of Physical Layer, a global dataset generation platform for 6G AI. Project tackles the most critical bottleneck for AI in 6G, the lack of generalizable real-world and standard compliant data. We will build a system independent of any specific or region. It will produce 3GPP compliant dataset that acts as a true digital twin of physical environment. This will be accessible innovation, giving universities, research labs, and companies worldwide access without vendor lock-in. The platform scope is global. It will model all coverage scenarios from urban to rural areas, capturing true regional diversity. This is the key to training AI that generalizes across the world. Furthermore, we will provide for the ecosystem open API, validation mechanism, and standardized metadata. Our mission built on four objectives. First is a universal coverage representation. We model all area types worldwide, and crucially, the regional variation, the difference between a dense urban environment like Tokyo, Paris, and other countries, cities, big cities. A physical layer-centric approach, we ensure deep physical layer realism, channel model, propagation, interference, all strictly compliant with the 3GPP standards for interoperability and future-proofing. High-powered generalization. Dataset will be designed explicitly to prevent AI models from overfitting to single region. Rich metadata will ensure full reproducibility and benchmarking. And last is a synthetic and real data fusion. We combine the best of both real-world measurement, where possibly, and advanced synthetic data from simulators that span multi-thread and disaggregated run architecture. The impact is threefold. It enables global AI generalization for 6G. It powers AI as a service
for verticals like autonomous vehicles and immersive XR. And it cements Europe's role as a leader in the setting open standards and driving innovation. In summary, we are building the essential data foundation from AI native 6G world. We look forward to working with you. Please free to contact. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. And now let's move on to the second presentation from Adam from ISRD.
Can you hear me?
Yes, crystal loud.
Can you see the screen as well?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know how to hide it, so just put it a bit down there.
Okay, great. So you can start.
Okay. Welcome, everyone. My name is Adam Krzyzikowski. I'm representing IS Wireless. I hope you still see the slide, yes, but in the presenter mode.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so we as a company, we are 5G and soon I hope 6G vendor for the complete network solution deployment. We are 100% Polish SME high tech. We are also a European deep tech innovator with 10 plus patents and holder of EIC Seal of Excellence, as well as Diana NATO Innovator with locations in Poland and the Netherlands. And our focus is delivering ultra-resilient, secure, and efficient 5G and 6G networks. Our participation till now is in multiple projects, but not only, also Horizon and SNS JU and Celtic, as well as the SNS, the National Netherlands project. And we deliver fully virtualized network that is basically spanning from the radio unit up to the SMO and core, but our main focus is liquid RAM. So this is the solution which is ready for AI requirements and also highly disaggregated RAM, which is represented by the rectangles here, which represent that we can go to the disaggregation, which is at the level of protocols, at the level of let's say underlying functions and so on and so forth. We deploy our solution with multiple computing architectures and also multiple radio units. And we can be of use for the V01 proposals where the data would be related to telemetry and observability that has to do with disaggregated RAM, what kind of KPIs and metrics would be needed, selfie or in general cooperative RRM. Obviously, whatever needed to supply models that is coming from the RAN side and that is exposed over the XApps, RApps, and soon also DApps. So this is something that we offer, because in our offer we also have a RAN intelligent controller. You can see some mention of the projects that are now ongoing, for example, Bridge, Sandbox, but also other projects that you can see. We have, because this B01 is about data delivery, access to data. On one hand, we have deployments around Europe in the testbed, but also in some trial networks, in some private networks that can be used. We have also very good connection with colleagues from T-Mobile and Hubraun in Poland. Good connections with Digital Catapult colleagues in UK and others as well. So I just name a few. We don't have much time, and I would like to focus your attention that our main strong point is disaggregation beyond Open RAN, cooperative radio resource management, so no handovers and basically no improved efficiency of resource utilization as well as security. This is our main focus. We are a member of SNS and NATO Diana, as I mentioned, and we are actively contributing to the project both from the research side, from the development side, and from the deployment and demonstration side. And this is the last slide, or almost the last will be with the contact. So this is for your information. Let's say that the points where we can bring the value, so we can deliver data as our network. We can also bring I think operators in the team. Yeah, thank you very much. And together with them, cooperate in delivering the necessary information and data. And also we can deal with data which is combining the information from real networks towards some elements of the digital twin, which we also have something to do with. Having said that, feel free to contact either me or any of my colleagues, and we'll be seeking for contacts with the people around the table as well. Thank you very much for the opportunity, and thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, Adam. Now let's move on to the next presentation from Irini from Harcopian University.
Hello, thank you. So I hope I'm sharing my screen properly.
Yes, now it's on the presentation mode, so please go ahead.
Okay, great. So I represent the Intelligent Computer Systems and Applications Group. It is a large research group within Harcopi University of Athens. For those who don't know Harcopi University, it's a public university in Greece. Actually, it was ranked the second best university in Greece this year. So we're doing quite well. At the moment, it has 23 faculty members, many postdoctoral students, PhD students, and so on. The ICSA group in particular has more than 30 members, including professors, postdoc, PhD students, and many master students. And currently, we are participating in more than 25 R&D projects. We are very active in proposal writing. Also, we have experience in project coordination. Regarding the expertise, so we can narrow it down into two vertical categories. The first has to do with architectures and technologies, and the second with services and application. So regarding the first, we're working mainly on intelligent transportation systems, as well as V2X and UAV communication, as well as on mobile communications in general, using technologies like SDN, NFV, and MANO. Regarding also the applications, these mainly have to do with highly automated driving functions. Also, we work with AI-enabled optimization, and horizontally, the yellow one, has to do with technology acceptance modeling, where we have created a methodology with which we can actually evaluate whether a new technology, disruptive technology, will be accepted by the relevant stakeholders or even the public. In more detail, the main two pillars are telecom and intelligent transportation systems. In telecom, our experience mainly has to do with AI-driven spectrum and traffic networking, prediction for networking, also predictive quality of service and quality of experience, AI-enabled network management, software-defined networking in order to do some performance optimization. And also we work on the intersection between telecom and ITS, so in software-defined vehicles, V2X and VANETs. I would also like to mention that we have a smart campus, a living lab within the university that is operational, live, and collecting real data. So we have access to many historical data from everybody moving into the building, from sensors, as well regarding, for example, temperature, humidity, occupancy, and so on. In the ITS area, we can support both technology development, but also some demos if needed, some use cases. So basically, our expertise is on advanced sensor fusion, real-time object detection, deeper reinforcement learning, behavioral modeling, fleet management, and many other categories that you can see on the slides. Also horizontally, we have quite a good AI expertise. So the research areas where we have this expertise has to do with computer vision, LLMs, responsible and explainable AI, and RL. These are the tools that we are using, most of us do. And we also have some assets that we can bring to some proposals. For example, already trained models and model pipelines, datasets, AI prototypes, and some reusable code bases. I think I was fast, so this is all. And here is the contact details of the main, let's say, key people in our group. So feel free to reach out and we would be very happy to work together. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Irini. Now let's move on to the next presentation from Eric from IRT Beacon.
Yes, hello everyone. Up. I'm showing my screen. Up. Now presenting mode. Okay, it's fine. So hello everyone, my name is Eric Gettel. I'm representing ERT Become. So Become is a technological research institute based in France, and we are working on the next generation digital technologies for decarbonization. We are working with private and public partners to support R&D project. For the European Commission, even if you are a research institute, we are considered as a SME, not a creative SME. On the key figures here, just to show that the key figures we are here, so we are creating in 2012, and we are more than 70 people, researchers in Become. What is our expertise? So we are several expertise at Become for advanced connectivity, computer vision, AI and data, cloud, human factors, and digital and society. All those expertises are targeting verticals such as cybersecurity, industry, logistics, health, or also satellite activities. On the right side of the slides, we can see our background in terms of European projects working from 5G, 6G, cloud, or digital twin, and so on. So we are more than 20 projects funding by European Commission. Now, if I just focus on two main expertises related to the SNS activity, so the first one will be the advanced connectivity, mainly working on the cellular network, signal processing, the hardware studies as well, software architecture and development, and integration, test, and deployment XUG. In MISA, we can see here all our expertises in terms of RAN architecture, signal processing, NTN, or also we are able to design a RF board and to make some development on FPGA. If I have a quick word on the AI on algorithmics, here, this is the expertise we have in Become for the AI to work on the generative and advanced AI, predictive AI, machine learning, data signal. We work also on AI for the free layer, for instance, or for the RAN activities. And this is all the activities we can perform on the AI in Become. In terms of CG topics on studies, we put here the main activities we are working for CG and the topics we are working on, what are the expertises and what will be the next step to that. So we are working on MIMO, signal processing, NTN activities, AI, new waveforms with the ISAC integrated sensing and communication. And we have also some research paper on this activity. And of course, sustainability is a big part for the 6G networks for the power efficiency. And we're also working on use cases on KVI for that. If I have a word for the platform, so to perform all the activities we are showing here, we have also a platform, XUG platform in Become. We are developing our own DU, distributed unit, on our own RU, radio unit. And we are end-to-end platform with the Become radio unit on DU distributed unit, manned by Become. So we are sovereign activities for that, connected to a core network. It can be obvious, it can be one source or another. And then last slide is just to show you the interest we have in Become in terms of SNS Call this year, in terms of Stream B or Stream C, according to what we do. Okay, that's all for me. Thanks a lot for the opportunity to present us and keep in touch. If we need, you can contact me at this address, Become. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eric. Let's move now to Guillermo from 5Com.
Hi, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, crystal and loud. If
Okay.
you can share your presentation.
Let me share my presentation. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, if you can put now, great. You can hold.
Okay,
Go ahead.
thank you. So thank you for allowing us to be here. I'm Guillermo Garcia, project manager from Webcom company. And today I would like to present what we are doing and how we think we can contribute to the different streams. So we are an SME based in Valencia. We are mainly focused on developing and integrating 5G solutions for different verticals, mostly focused on sustainable and green wireless communication networks. We have a great experience in different projects, European, private, nationals, and we have worked in 5G, beyond 5G, narrowband IoT solutions, and also we are currently researching on 6G. So what we have, we own a network planner, which is based on Unity, that works as a digital twin based on ray tracing channel modeling, which allows us to perform different coverage studies in 4G, 5G, and also we have integrated this with cell-free massive MIMO simulator that we have in MATLAB and also on Python. So we think this is really useful for the different streams we are working now. Also, sorry, I don't know why this is not going forward. Sorry. Okay, so also we develop different hardware devices. We have a radar with connectivity, which we have using smart ports and smart mobility solutions. We have also other devices that we have used for water management, like telemetry, for measuring the level of water, pressure. These devices are connected using narrowband IoT, but we can integrate in 5G solutions with using these two prototypes that you can see here, the 5G Broad and the 6G Broad Lite. And recently, we launched a new device, which is a data logger that allows us to connect different proofs. We can connect it through wireless and bus to a 5G router in order to provide 5G connectivity. All of this data that we are generating with these devices, we have created our own software and allow to the different clients that we have to use our APIs to access to all that data and process it. Apart from that, regarding the research, now we are mainly focused on ISAC for vehicular solutions, and our strong part is on cell-free massive MIMO in energy efficient solutions, focusing on power allocation, power control, and also access point switch on-off solutions. So going to how we can contribute to the different streams, we think that we can contribute strongly to stream B, as we are able to generate real data with our 5G devices. Also, we can generate this synthetic data with the network planning tool that I have shown before. And with this, we can contribute to generating artificial intelligence ready data sets. Apart from that, we think we can also contribute to a stream C. Again, we can use our 5G ready devices to test it in different conditions. And our network planner can be used for different experiment designs and also for scenario validation. Apart from that, maybe we could also contribute to the CSA 6G devices topic, but we think we are not very strong on this part. So that was all from my side. Thank you very much. And if you want to contact us, you have the email. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Guillermo Garcia. Now going to the next presentation from Konstantinos from ICCS.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, just let me share my screen. Can you see my screen?
Not yet. Now we can see. If we can put in the presentation mode.
It's a bit slow. I don't know why.
Okay.
Now is it okay?
Great. Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you. I'm Dinos Katsaros from ICCS in Greece. ICCS is the research institution affiliated with the National Technical University of Athens. There are lots of groups active in ICCS. I represent iSense, the largest of them, more than 200 people, researchers. We have a wide scope of activities focusing on various verticals, including the automotive, PPDR, education, and others. Our research areas, in a nutshell, include predictive quality of service mechanisms. We have an ITRL implementation, 3GPP compliant with the compatibility to LF Camara APIs, multi-connectivity with an implementation of ATSSS, also 3GPP compliant. Some work on extreme or far edge service orchestration, including sidelink communications and relay and device-to-device communication, and work on federated and split learning services. In a nutshell, regarding infrastructure, we have one testbed including various combinations of implementations of the 5G stack, OpenAir, Amarisoft, Open5GS, and so on. But we also currently build a campus-wide commercial-grade network at the premises of NTUA, and I will explain how this can be contributing to some of the activities of the streams we have this year. For stream B01, we can provide predictive quality of service real-world datasets based on the campus-wide commercial-grade deployment I referred to earlier, which has 6 outdoor and 3 indoor cells. Data include the RAN, the core, the edge, the UEs. We can support data that are related to the automotive or the education sector with tens of user equipment devices. In particular, for the education part, we will support real augmented reality applications that are going to be supporting several schools in their teaching activities, and based on that, we can support an extensive set of data regarding 3GPP compliant services such as QoS sustainability, DN performance, service experience analytics, network slice performance analytics. This is for stream B01. And for stream C01, we focus on areas of SNS technological development, and in particular, AI-driven architecture, programmability, and control with explainable predictive quality of service, and in particular, real-time attribution. Ubiquitous computing, edge cloud, continuum service and management with extreme far-edge service orchestration, as I mentioned earlier, and for non-terrestrial networks with the support of ATSSS for multi-connectivity, including both terrestrial and non-terrestrial networks. That's all in a nutshell. Here is my email, and I will be happy to answer to any questions over email, I suppose. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dino. Now let's move on to the next presentation by Vu Nguyen from University of Luxembourg. Apologies for the pronunciation of your name. Vu, can you hear us? Vu Nguyen, can you hear us? Okay, so I don't see any feedback from Vu Nguyen, so let's move quickly on the next presentation.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I'm Konstantinos Dordin from the University of Luxembourg.
Sorry.
Vu told me that he cannot hear anything for some reason. So maybe I can take it quickly. Yes, just a moment.
Okay, that would be great.
Yes. So we can. If you are sharing, or I should share.
I mean, if you have the presentation, you can share. Otherwise, I can share for you.
If you can share that, that would be easier because it was a bit ad hoc. Yeah, yes. Sorry. I thought he could join.
Wait. So it's B8. Just presentation. Apologies, but it takes some time here as well. Okay, that's yours. Okay, so
Let me see. Or I can share actually. Sorry.
You can share?
Yeah. Sorry. Let me try to adjust it. Yeah. Sorry. Screen.
Great.
You see my slides?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Perfect. I'm sorry for not seeing me. Yeah, I have some problem with my camera. So to mention about the expertise that we can offer related to Stream B01. So about onboard artificial intelligence processing, we have the Telecom AI Lab that is dedicated to pioneering AI technologies that particularly tailored for communications. The specific focus is enhancing future communications through AI-driven optimization. And we explore neuromorphic and edge computing paradigms for energy-efficient and high-performance AI-driven enhancements. We have capabilities regarding advanced AI chipsets, simulation and testing facilities, a dedicated research team with experts in AI, and neuromorphic computing and non-terrestrial networks. And we have also some educational outreach. Here you can see on the right some AI ML platforms that we run. And regarding our works, we have employed artificial intelligence in space-related works. In particular, we have the artificial intelligence satellite telecommunication testbed that uses commercial off-the-shelf chipsets. As I mentioned, we have been using heavily neuromorphic computing. We have employed that for radio resource management. And we have developed a neuromorphic model that is based on spiking neural networks and a non-neuromorphic model that is based on convolutional neural networks that were developed, and we compared the performance of both approaches. And also the artificial intelligence satellite communication testbed is a part of the ESA project space. Then we proceed with the onboard artificial intelligence for Earth observation data processing, where we perform onboard real-time inference, joint source channel coding, and quantification of semantic task-oriented losses. So we have employed in several of our works semantics-related aspects, particular for the application of Earth or observation. And as in a nutshell, what we can offer for the particular stream, the core offer is artificial intelligence-aware high-fidelity datasets and open-source simulation tools for 6G and non-terrestrial networks that particularly capture the network behavior, artificial intelligence decisions, and edge compute energy constraints. The contributions are related to realistic datasets from advanced non-terrestrial networks and SATCOM testbeds, open-source simulator extensions for cross-layer multi-radio access technologies, cellular plus end-to-end 6G data generation, the generation of synthetic datasets, modeling the user density, mobility, traffic anomalies and attacks, Also, artificial intelligence execution traces that concern latency, memory, CPU, and energy corresponding to cloud, edge AI, neuromorphic, versal, NVIDIA, together with dataset validation and auditing using semantic task-oriented loss and information theoretic metrics that is in line with this SNS data space and AI as a service requirements of the particular call. And as a role in the consortium, we can be a technical lead for AI dataset realism, validation, and open source tooling that complements industrial partners providing operational and related data, and bringing on the table some strong expertise in edge AI, neuromorphic computing, non-terrestrial networks, and semantics communications. For more information, we'll be happy to answer you. You can reach us. You can reach my colleague that unfortunately couldn't join us today, Dr. Wu and Gwen Ha. So thank you very much for this, and very sorry for this delay.
Thank you very much, Konstantine. No problem. We do have time. So let's move on the next presentation by Laurent from Canon Research Center. Laurent? Laurent, can you hear us?
Sorry, I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Wait, if you can share your slides.
Yeah, I will. Can you see it now?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Laurent Frouin. I will shortly introduce today the Canon Research Center France. So at first, few numbers. So CRF is a Canon group company. So you see here, and you probably know the Canon group, quite big organization. 170,000 employees worldwide, 29.1 billion euro net sales, having a main business sector in printing and imaging. So CRF, we are inside this big organization focusing on research for the purpose of standardizing the necessary technology for the Canon businesses. So we are based in France and about 50 people. As I mentioned, so we are developing technology in imaging and networking domain, and very much focusing on the standardization of those. We are kind of a global R&D, but very much closely working with Japan, Canon Inc., and European subsidiaries, in particular Axis Communication in Sweden. This page summarizes our contribution inside the Horizon Europe. So we've been started to join the EU collaboration from year 2018 with the Segredas project. So those activities and the Roadview, Myrtus, iExodus currently running are very much focusing on the CCAM. However, if we look at the Roadview, so that's about developing perception system in very hard weather conditions. This one is about edge compute continuum. Final one, iExodus, is related to the digital twin. So those are very much potential for, having potential to be combined with a 5G, 6G network. This slide shows our domain of interest in the future 6G. So we are looking at basically uplink. So we are more the capture side as far as vertical are concerned. So combining the camera with sensing, looking at the kind of distributed extended reality by combining the video and metadata together with other sensing as the sensors, compute continuum, including the AI, and of course the effectiveness of the network exposure and the efficiency of the uplink transmission. As far as the vertical are concerned, industry, transportation, surveillance, healthcare, all of them having the focus about uplink data transmission. For the Horizon Europe, so we have pointed several call or partnership where we may have interest, and when it comes to the SNS, so we see our contribution about potentially about the data set collection. Of course, we are the camera side or the vision side, so we need to partner with 6G networks providers. Our ideas are basically around the combination of those data sets and looking at application in application business intelligence, for instance, but also perimeter surveillance, as we are currently having product on the market today combining network camera together with radar, and we see the potential to use 6G sensing instead of radar. Maybe that's it for today. So that was quite short. So let's continue this discussion offline, and thank you so much for your attention.
Thank you very much, Laurent. So let's move on to the next presentation by Onur from MEC Technology Center.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I will be sharing my screen right now. I hope you are seeing it.
Yes, if you put in presentation mode, that would be great.
I don't know how you can see it, but yeah, you see it as a full screen, right?
Now it's fine. Please go ahead.
Yeah, okay. Hello, everyone. I am Onur, and I'm working as a European Union project manager at MEC Technology Center. And before jumping into the MEC Technology Center, I would like to mention about some information about the institution that is founded the MEC Technology Center. And the Turkish Employees Association of the Metal Industries is the founding body of the MEC Technology Center, and the association is the industrial association representing almost 260 companies operating in automotive industry, steel, white goods industry, and ferrous and non-ferrous industries. And you can see all the logos, and not all the logos, but some logos from the memberships. And the MEC is a technology center, and also is the place that the companies can find a solution for their needs in digital green and the AI transformation. And also we call the MEC as a capability building center for the industry, specifically for the design for the industry. And what we do as the MEC Technology Center, and we are providing technical services under three main dimensions: digital, sustainability, and the artificial intelligence. And we have four main value proposition. Which one? The first one is, also the focus of this brokerage event is the digital factory. We have a digital factory in our building, which is the 5G enabled and the fully automated digital factory, which contains two different production lines. And the first one is the discrete line, and which is assembling the gearbox for the automotive industry. And the second one is we have fully operational continuous line, which is the digital twin of the steel manufacturing companies. And the second technical dimension is the technical consultancy services for the companies. We are providing maturity assessment services for the companies in digital sustainability and AI, and but providing tailor-made roadmap for the company's transition. And then we are making them or come them together with the ecosystem, because in our partnership dimensions, and we have partnerships with more than 100 companies operating at national and the international level and working as a technology or solution provider companies. And also we the other value proposition is the upscaling and training part. We are providing training services at the organizational level under three different aspects. And the first one is the digital, and the second one is the sustainability, and the third one is the organizational change. MEC has established in 2020, and since the beginning of the establishment, and we have touched more than 15 industries, 15 manufacturing industries, and also with the more than 900 companies. And these are the summary of the MEC Technology Center. In our digital factory, we have total of 220 use cases, and which 170 of them is the digital and the 50 of them is the sustainability use cases. And for the technical consultancy part, we have touched more than 15 industries with the number of the more than 900 companies assessed. And for the upskilling part, we have trained more than 30,000 training participants from blue collar to executive management level. And in the ecosystem partnership part, we have partnered with more than 100 global partners. And then we have hosted more than 400 events in our building, and with the number of more than 15,000 participants. And we are operating, we are located in Istanbul, but we are not limited with the city and where we are. We have touched 42 cities in Turkey. And also we are not limited with the country that we are living in. And we have touched 5 different countries. And the first one is the Azerbaijan, Germany, Romania, Saudi Arabia, and United Arab Emirates. How we are growing or how we are scaling our impact as we have been focusing on the public and private partnership. Thank you. And also we have a dedicated European Union project department, which is focusing on developing, implementing, and writing the project proposals. And at the beginning of 2025, we have also labeled as the European Union Digital Innovation Hub, which is focusing on green and digital transformation, but promoting the use of the AI and the HPC infrastructure. Yeah, these are the whole information that you can reach me out, because we want to provide a specific industrial vertical support for the proposals that we can fully give our digital factory as a testbed for the 6G infrastructures. We can work on that. And thank you for listening and your attention.
Thank you very much, Onur. Now let's move to Rezvan from Politecnico University at Bucharest.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, crystal loud. If you can share the presentation.
Just a moment. Maybe can the next one go till I find the presentation?
Do you want to move to the next presentation?
No, I found it.
Okay.
Okay, I shared the screen. Okay. PowerPoint is loading. This is like a Murphy law, everything is slow.
Okay, we do have some time.
Perfect. I hope you see now the presentation.
If you can put in the presentation mode, that would be great.
Yes.
So please go ahead.
Hello and nice to meet you all. My name is Răzvan Crăciunescu. I'm a Vice Dean and full professor at the Faculty of Electronics, Telecommunication and Information Technology in Politecnico Bucharest. I will present today our lab, the Future Networks Research Lab. And you can contact me at răzvan.crăciunescu@upb.ro. What we have in the lab, it's a private 5G standalone indoor infrastructure that has everything that a 5G SA needs to have. Also virtualization. Also we have a Nokia core, and we have the radio access network part from Ericsson. Also, besides the indoor part, we have also an outdoor coverage on the same private network. This is the campus of Politehnica, so we have 2 5G new radio antennas that are connected to the core that we have in the lab, so that we can test every use case regarding, I don't know, vehicle to everything, smart infrastructure, smart city, and so on. So why to partner with us? So we can create 5G or 6G test beds We are also in several projects, national projects or IPCI projects regarding ISAC solutions. We have also strong team on programming, so dynamic network slicing, automation and orchestration, designing of mission critical solutions, everything related to smart city and climate neutrality, because we are leading the national smart city and climate neutrality competence center. So everything around this area. We are implementing or have been implementing some projects on opportunistic radar for automotive through IPCI. Also 5G Connect Danube Delta, where we are helping Orange Romania to implement 5G in the Danube Delta in Romania. AI, or how can AI be used for attack and defense for smart healthcare, beyond 5G, Internet of Vehicles, V2X, and also we have contracts with industry where we test 5G, LoRa, fiber to the home devices for true industry research projects. We can be part of any of the calls. We have a strong team in AI security and how you can you can make AI more secure. We have a strong team in community development, public policy for telecom that we are using at national level. We have a strong infrastructure, and we can also, if needed, bring SMEs from Romania inside the projects. This is my email, razvan.crăciunescu@upb.ro. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Razvan. Now let's move on to the next presentation by Zilong from University of Essex. So, Zilong Yu, can you hear us? Zilong, can you hear us? I don't hear any feedback from Zilong, so let's move on the next presentation. Then if Zilong is back, we can give him the time to present. So, Sebastian from Vigorous.
Yeah, hello, sound check.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank
if you can share your
you.
presentation.
Yes. Here we go.
Okay.
Yeah, one moment, please. I have to give rights to the thing. So, okay. So, can you do me a favor and share? Because I have a right problem with WebEx.
Okay, I will
Do you
try
mind?
to open now your presentation. Apologies, but my laptop it's overloaded and takes some time.
No worries, I appreciate it.
Okay. All right.
Do you wish me to share the presentation?
No, it's fine. I think you can see the presentation.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, great. So,
So,
Sebastian, go ahead.
great. I'm starting.
So hello everybody, my name is Sebastian Frey, I'm from Vigeris. I'm also the chair of an IEEE standardization group for an open 6G device ecosystem. Vigeris is here to drive actually two tracks. The first track, this is CSAO2 on 6G devices and the RIA Stream C validation. If you could skip to the next page, please. Thank you. So our message is actually very simple. So the 6G KPIs, trust, inclusion, sustainability will not land at scale unless the device layer becomes an open, auditable, and a wallet-ready layer. And this is, in our opinion, the critical gap. Without openness and, let's say, auditable at this device layer, Europe cannot fully realize KPI ambitions at the endpoint. Can you skip, please, to the next slide? Thank you. And in the CSAO2, we propose a European 6G device reference architecture where the authorization replaces consent. And this is, in our opinion, supported by attestation of profiles, policy to runtime traceability, and last but not least, by a conformance specification aligned with 3GPP, ETSI, CENELEC, and IEEE. We will validate this architecture with the RAI Stream C infrastructure using a standardized KPI and KPI tooling, so results are repeatable, comparable, and directly useful for standardization work. So please skip to the next slide. Thank you, fantastic support here. So, important is that we are already active in dialogue with several leading large corporates and major institutions. Their interest is timely and or the interest shows that our topic is actually timely, and why the work of our IEEE group is increasingly drawing attention. Please skip to the last slide. So what we bring to the table is governance-aware device logic, a clear standards pathway, and a strong policy industry bridge. What we seek is very specific operators and verticals for pilots, chipsets, vendors, test and measurement partners, edge cloud orchestrators, and security experts. And one request for today is, if you think that you can hook on our concept of this open 6G device layer, then please contact us. Very specific what you can bring to the table. And if you are interested in Europe device sovereignty with measurable outcomes, let's talk. I'm here. And I'm pretty sure Vigeris is well known. You can find me on LinkedIn. We are also listed on the 6G SNS JU homepage with our project. And Rob and I at IEEE are also contactable. So please reach out and we will talk. Thank you very much. Thanks for the assistance. That was great.
Thank you very much, Sebastian. Now we have reached the last presentation. First of all, I would like to ask Zilong Liu from University of Essex, if you can hear us. So I cannot hear you. I would like to ask if there's any other presenter that would like to present.
I could present if we have time.
Yes, Kimberly.
Yeah, me too.
All right, so Kimberly, if you can share your screen, and I see also Luis would like to present.
Yeah.
And then so it will be Kimberly, then will be Luis. Alberto, you would also like to present?
Yes.
Okay, so Kimberly, if you can quickly
Okay, I've clicked sharing. Do you see it?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, so hello everybody. Thank you for the chance to present. My name is Kimberly Parsons. I work for a company called Bayern Innovativ, which is Bavaria Innovation, from the state of Bavaria in Germany. We are very, very different from everyone who's presented so far. We are not researchers. We do basically only publicly funded projects, almost exclusively for the Bavarian Ministry of Economics, but some projects at the German federal and EU level. And we work as a nonprofit, but for EU we are for-profit, and we are not an SME. Just in case anyone doesn't know where Bavaria is, it's a large state in southeastern Germany. Population of 13 million and a GDP of 791 billion euros. So what does this company do? Totally ignore the right-hand side of the slide. The left-hand side are different sectors that we work in. And in each of these sectors, we do something similar, which is we manage or organize network communities of researchers and companies that work in a specific field. And each of the networks does similar activities. We focus a lot on knowledge transfer, and we focus on networking people and companies with each other. So I'll repeat, because this makes it very different from everyone who's presented so far. We do not research at all. We are networkers. So what do? We have 30 years of experience managing and participating in EU projects. In fact, the company was founded 30 years ago to be an EEN node. That's the Enterprise Europe Network. And we are still an EEN node. We also have two other large European projects running at the moment, the European Digital Innovation Hub, actually two of them, one for production or factories, and one for health and health technologies. In all of these projects, we are consortium leaders, so we have a lot of experience in the, how do I put it nicely, paperwork involved in a large EU project. We also take part as a smaller partner in other projects as well. And like I said earlier, our real focus is enabling cooperation, collaboration, and knowledge transfer. One of the ways we do this is we organize a lot of events, company-wide, roughly 300 events per year, ranging from anything from a 10-person workshop up to a multi-day, thousands of attendees congress. So we have a lot of experience in community management and dissemination, in websites, running mailing lists, running working groups, etc. Which means we're particularly interested in the Stream CSA, which hasn't really come up much today. If anyone out there is interested in the CSA, please contact me. We're very interested in taking part in the CSA call. We would also be interested in contributing to dissemination in other projects. On the 6G topic itself, we have a network called ThinkNet 6G, which I manage. It's roughly 5 years old at this point, and in those 5 years, we've grown from 0 people to 4,000 people as part of the network. We've organized so far 5 ThinkNet 6G summits, which are, surprisingly enough, a 6G conference, and a roughly 40 other 6G relevant events focusing on NTNs or JCAS, for example.
1 minute.
Okay. These are a few of the organizations that we've cooperated with in the past. Most of them are, not surprisingly, in Bavaria or in other parts of Germany, but we are very open to international collaboration. If you want to get a rough idea of what we do, you can take a look at the website for our summit. There you see the type of topics we've covered in the summit and what we do when we organize an event. And one very last slide, if this sounds interesting to anybody, you can contact me directly, parsons@bayerninnovativ.de, or at the ThinkNet 6G address that some colleagues and I share, and you can check out our website there at thinknet6g.com. And that's it from my side.
Thank you very much. Now let's move to Luis from UbiWare, and then will be Alberto.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, if you can share your slides.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, please, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. First of all, it's great to see both familiar faces as well as potential new partners in this event. From my side, I am Luis, and I am representing UbiWare. We are a Portuguese SME that is focused on research, development, and innovation of software-based solutions in the field of smart cities. In the domain of smart cities, we have currently deployed already solutions in more than 75 cities worldwide. Beyond market solutions, also at UbiWare, we direct a lot of our efforts into our research and innovation team. Our current focus is on IoT technologies, both on the side of device hardware and supporting software, on data science frameworks that seek to enable AI/ML tools and provide AI as a service, also CCAM technologies and the integration of edge and cloud computing resources through a unified testbed infrastructure. We have a wide laboratory infrastructure available to use for testing, not only our own deployments, but also other partner solutions. We have a proprietary deployment focused on the integration of cloud, edge, and IoT in environments that are mostly tailored to smart city use cases, but also applicable to other applications. At SNS JU, we have previous and current experience on different projects and fields of research. In Call 1, specifically, we had 2 Stream B projects in HexX2 and Ether, as well as on Stream D with Imagine B5G. In Call 2, we are currently involved in 2 active Stream B projects, 6G Cloud, where we focused on defining 6G architecture and use case definition for managing deployments and services across the SBA RAN and Cloud Continuum. And in 6G Twin, we are focusing on developing a network digital twin for the 6G network, specifically developing zero-touch network automation mechanisms to improve network lifecycle and support. And for future calls, we leverage our previous experience as well as our end-to-end experimental infrastructure in order to lead use case-driven pilots up to TRL7, specifically for the integration, testing, and validation of technologies in smart city scenarios, which we have highlighted as of great interest towards us and the research community. Beyond this, we also focus on mechanisms that integrate AI/ML across the edge for resource-efficient automation and latency-aware prediction models. We have also been focusing on efforts in building a framework for handling data collection across different domains, using data harmonization mechanisms that generate standardized high-quality data sets, further supporting our activities to efficiently enable AI training and deployment of AI models across the whole computing continuum, and also the development of digital twins for improved observability of the cascading effects across multiple city domains and improved decision makings of local authorities and emergency services such as PPDR. For this and 2026, UbiWare is currently focusing on both Stream B01 and Stream C01, as they were the calls that were mostly aligned with our expertise. In B01, we are covering the full dataset lifecycle, focusing on data quality, interoperability, representativeness, and governance for trustworthiness AI. And for Stream C1, as I mentioned, we leverage our own infrastructure for deploying IoT, networking, and AI experimentation, as well as targeting complex smart city use cases under realistic conditions, leveraging our own proprietary solutions for urban management, that enable real-time data collection across the cloud and edge infrastructure. We hope to collaborate with you for any future Call 6 proposals, and feel free to reach out to us.
Thank you very much, Luis. So let's move now to Alberto from Ganguna Consulting.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Okay, so great to be here to meet all of you. This is Alberto from Ganguna Consulting. You can reach me at alberto@ganguna.com. So just a quick introduction of the company and what we can do. Ganguna Consulting does consulting in innovation and technology strategy, mainly in telecommunication, but also AI and some IoT fields and smart grid. We do have some activities within the European, some European projects, namely SNS JU and Eureka. On Eureka, we have experience in the InnoWide project, which is about the market viability and feasibility studies. We do proposal design and preparation, business model definition and business model validation, sub-partner matching and coordination. For instance, if there is a need for test activities in the field and different domains, including health, we have some partners who can jump in to provide field testing and validation. We also do project management coordination and verticals engagement activities. Recently, we supported a winning project in the SNS JU. Specifically, this was an open call called TrialsNet, ended last year, and this project was awarded full marks on all evaluation criteria. So I just wanted to give a heads up to those who are interested in what we do and invite who might be potentially interested to reach out to me. I would be very happy to discuss your proposal and what we can contribute. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Alberto. And I think that was the last presentation, unless there's someone else who would like to present. I don't see any reaction. May I remind to the people that they have not sent yet their presentation to the organizers to send your presentations at events@6gia.eu. You can find in the chat the email. Please do so in order to upload your presentation in our website, and people can see your slides and also contact you if they are interested. So with this, I mean, but I would like to thank you all for your patience and your interest and for being here with us the whole day. I think it has been said several times that actually in the upcoming call, we believe that there will be a lot of competition. So I would like to wish to everybody who will submit a proposal good luck, and I would like to wish you have a nice evening.